Right now, another record day, breaking day for COVID cases in Dane County as the numbers reach almost 1,300 new cases.
Also, COVID testing continues to be in high demand as local pharmacies look to open new test sites.
And in just a few hours, Wisconsin will take on Arizona State in the Las Vegas Bowl. We'll bring you live coverage from Vegas and hear from fans. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. 1,700 miles to our West Badger fans are preparing to turn Allegiant Stadium into their own version of Camp Randall tonight.
Very exciting. The Badgers and Sun Devils square off in the Las Vegas Bowl. It's a long trip, but one plenty of people didn't want to miss. Our Lane Kimball is live in Las Vegas tonight. Lane?
Susan, Eric, this game starts pretty late, 7:30 our time, 9:30 your time. And that means a lot of nervous, pent-up excitement and energy amongst Badger fans who we spoke with today. And many of those fans are hoping to save that energy for when it really counts, kickoff. After a night of festivities and fanfare, how does a Badger fan prepare for game day?
We're going to take a nap.
Probably a good call for Kate Carpar and her 5-year-old son, Jack, who's excited to see the first Badger game he can remember.
I went to bowl games a lot as a child, and this one just got vaccinated, and he hasn't been anywhere in 2 years, and he's a huge football fan, so we thought this would be a good chance to get him back out.
Kate and Jack aren't the only ones hoping to rest a little bit.
Little jet lag, but excited to be here.
Will Searing got to Vegas at 2 a.m. today, joining his mom and dad. He's seen plenty of red around town.
The energy of Badger fans is palpable, and you can feel it walking around Las Vegas. It feels like a little bit of Madison came to Las Vegas.
A big portion of Madison is here thanks to the UW Alumni Association. Their group of 250 has been here since Tuesday, taking in last night's pep rally and enjoying the fact that they simply had somewhere to go.
Feels even better since we didn't get a bowl game in person last year, so I think all around it's going to be a great evening here in Las Vegas.
An evening that's still a little ways off. Not a concern for the jet-lagged Will Searing.
I think Badger fans are experts at finding ways to kill time ahead of games, and I think they call that tailgating.
A little time for rest, perhaps a wager or two.
I did see that the line is 7, so I think we may have put some money on Wisconsin.
On Wisconsin, indeed.
Who's going to win?
Trust Jack. 5-year-old Jack knows pretty well. Now, fans can't get into Allegiant Stadium until 5:30 Pacific time here, but fear not. There are already pep rallies, tailgate parties underway. In fact, the band was just playing Oasis here, Wonderwall, getting the fans pumped up, I suppose. Covering the Badgers live in Las Vegas tonight, Lane Kimball, News 3 Now.
All right, Lane, thank you. 56 degrees, by the way, right now in Vegas. Not real warm, but they'll take it, right? Another round of snow could be heading our way here in southern Wisconsin. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joins us now with your certified most accurate forecast. Gary?
Yeah, Eric, actually, we're getting a little bit of light snow and flurries right now. It shouldn't last too long, and I'm looking for some areas of fog overnight, but we are looking at the potential for accumulating snow as we head into New Year's Day. Visible cloud track shows plenty of clouds today. Nothing new there. That hasn't changed. But on Doppler track, the snow that we're getting is just too light, really, to even be detected by radar, but it is at least falling up here at the station. Low temperatures this morning were on the cold side. Here in Madison, we dropped to 10 degrees. A few places were in the single digits north of town. High temperatures so far right around the 30-degree mark, so not as cold as yesterday. Janesville has been as warm as 34, and right now temperatures are in the upper 20s to the lower 30s through most of southern Wisconsin. Wind chills really aren't much of a factor because the winds are not very strong, but we are looking for breezy and colder weather for New Year's Day with accumulating snow, probably 1 to 4 inches with the heaviest amounts south of Madison, and then bitterly cold weather for Sunday with wind chills in the morning down to 20 below zero and high temperatures only around 10. Look for the flurries to end this evening. Otherwise, we'll see some patchy fog overnight with a low of about 22. The last day of 2021 will be a quiet one with cloudy skies and a high temperature of 33. I'll take a look at our holiday weekend forecast in a little bit more detail in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. You can stay up to date on the latest road and weather conditions in our area through our First Warn Forecast Weather app. It has hourly forecasts, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather.
Over the second day in a row, Dane County is seeing record-breaking numbers of COVID cases.
The latest data from Public Health shows almost 1,300 people tested positive yesterday. The county's previous record for a single-day total was 721 new cases just a day ago. As a whole, Wisconsin reported over 7,000 new cases yesterday, marking the state's third highest single-day total for new cases.
And those numbers are driving driving up the demand for tests here in Dane County, and so are out-of-towners who are actually driving here to get a test.
The last time we saw COVID numbers this high was in November of last year. Our Brady Mallory is here in the studio to show us how it's affecting local testing sites. Brady?
And we're so close to a new year, but it feels like we are just stuck in the past. And it's a perfect storm with Christmas and now New Year's Eve when it comes to test demand. Dane County saw a big increase in tests the week before Christmas, and now appointments for this week are all booked up. Local pharmacies are doing what they can to meet the need. Now, here's another factor. People from other parts of the state are traveling to Dane County for the test because they're few and far between in other parts of the state.
We are getting a lot of travel requests. It's just now that we're booked, we are not allowing travel testing to be a walk-in.
Schwartz has advice if you do feel like you need to get tested. She says make sure you wait 3 to 5 days after an exposure. Otherwise, you could get a false negative. And she emphasizes doing all the safety precautions we've heard before, like wearing masks, keeping gatherings small, and getting vaccinated or boosted.
Brady, thank you. The Madison School District plans to host multiple COVID-19 testing and vaccine clinics at district schools in the coming days and weeks. The district's announcement came amid a surge in demand for testing throughout the county following Christmas and ahead of New Year's. As Brady mentioned, MMSD's testing sites are scheduled to run Thursday through Sunday and will be held at Madison Memorial High School on the west side, Senate Middle School on the east side. After winter break, MMSD will host a pair of COVID-19 booster clinics. Those will be at Lincoln and Kennedy Elementary Schools.
The U.S. military continues to help hospitals across the country deal with the recent COVID surge. Teams have been dispatched to several states, including here in Wisconsin. 23 Navy personnel arrived in Green Bay this week to help healthcare workers at Belen Hospital.
As uniformed healthcare leaders and providers, we understand firsthand the incredible stress that the pandemic has placed on our civilian counterparts in all healthcare systems. We are proud to deploy at the request of your state government and to provide whatever assistance and support we can to ease the burden on Belen's healthcare team.
The Omicron variant has fueled a surge of hospitalizations across the country, adding more stress to already understaffed and overwhelmed medical providers.
The FDA planning to broaden the eligibility for the Pfizer vaccine to young teens, ages 12 through 15. That age group could get the shot within the coming days. Studies have shown a booster dose increases protection from the Omicron variant of the coronavirus significantly.
Health experts are urging Americans to rethink New Year's Eve plans this year as a post-holiday Omicron wave leads to a record number of new cases. Isabel Rosales has the details.
As COVID cases skyrocket in the U.S.,
this variant is lightning fast.
Health experts are sounding the alarms about New Year's Eve celebrations.
If your plans are to go to a 40 to 50 person New Year's Eve party with all the bells and whistles and everybody hugging and kissing and wishing each other a happy new year, I would strongly recommend that this year we do not do that.
Experts say small celebrations should be okay, as long as everyone is boosted and tests negative beforehand.
This particular variant is extraordinarily contagious.
Cities are scaling back. In Chicago, a fireworks show designed to make social distancing easier. Atlanta canceling its famous peach drop. And New York's Times Square already limiting crowds.
Yay, there we go!
And requiring vaccination from those eligible. New daily COVID cases have now surpassed the all-time pandemic peak in the U.S.
When we look at this Omicron variant, even if it's half as mild but twice as contagious, it's still going to cause havoc in our healthcare system.
Rising child hospitalizations also looming into 2022.
We are quite concerned.
The vast majority of pediatric patients are unvaccinated.
All kids under 5 are unvaccinated, and so the children are a really vulnerable population at this time.
In Washington, Isabel Rosales.
The CDC is now warning people not to go on a cruise, even if you are fully vaccinated. The agency says it's investigating more than 90 cruise ships as a result of onboard outbreaks fueled by the Omicron variant. If you do go on a cruise, they recommend you are fully vaccinated and have received a booster shot. Cruise passengers should also get tested 1 to 3 days before their trip and 3 to 5 days after their return.
We are learning more more information about that gas leak in Dodge County yesterday. A crash on Highway 26 ruptured an above-ground natural gas pipe and caused a significant leak there. Residents within a 1-mile radius of the crash site were notified and evacuated. Alliant Energy said crews worked overnight to repair the ruptured line. All affected customers are expected to have service restored sometime this evening. From threats to jail mayors to cocktails to go, Wisconsin has been no stranger to national headlines this year.
We can't recap everything here because the headlines have come thick and fast, but our Naomi Coles gives us a preview of some of the biggest.
This is Banana Republic crap.
It's disappointing. The governor who thought he was above the law did.
This investigation does not have any credibility.
Democrats and Republicans called for an end to ongoing election investigations in Wisconsin today.
From January through now, whether it was the Supreme Court overturning mask mandates or the Gableman-led investigation into an election already certified, Wisconsin didn't take any time off from big political headlines in 2021. Many divisive, some bringing people together.
The legislature was able to send some things to the governor this year related to racial justice and law enforcement. The governor signed into law a ban on chokeholds, for example. An example of bipartisan compromise in the Capitol.
Point by point, we've got them all. Stories we might have forgotten.
The year that budget did include the largest or one of the largest tax cuts in state history.
Or the billions in federal relief funds that the governor has distributed around the state.
He's able to go across the state and hand out massive checks to communities, baseball stadiums, movie theaters,
After Republicans tried and failed to take control of them in early 2021. Online, we've got that entire timeline. For News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
And you can join Naomi and 4 political reporters this Sunday in a special For the Record report following Face the Nation. And head online for a complete breakdown of the year in politics at channel3000.com.
Tesla is now recalling 475,000 vehicles due to a camera and a front trunk issue. The automaker says the technical defects may increase the risk of accidents. One recall impacts Model 3 cars made between 2017 and 2020. The company says over time a cable may separate, blocking the rear view camera feed. The other affects more than 119,000 Model S cars that have a faulty trunk latch. The issue could result in the hood opening unexpectedly. Up next, tens of thousands of Russian troops have gathered along Ukraine's border, stoking fears of an invasion.
President Biden spoke with Russian President Putin today about what can be done to keep peace in the country. And later, many people reach for a pill when they are in pain, but the Toma VA is helping veterans choose a healthier option. We'll explain how they're trading pills for pins coming up at 6.
And a check of Wall Street in Thursday trading. The Dow falling more than 90 points. The NASDAQ loses almost 25. S&P down 14. We'll be right back.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands of furniture for every room in your house with a large selection of in-stock inventory of power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale. Open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that could take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm David Cohen, the COO of Love Your Teeth. When we did the clinical study and saw that it whitened people's smile 7 shades in 7 days with only 10-minute applications, we knew we had to share it with the world. Love Your Teeth whitens natural teeth, as well as stains on caps and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. And for those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, with Love Your Teeth, you can target that area using swab precision.
I love red wine, tea, coffee, and I typically get stains at the bottom part of my teeth, and it's very obvious. This was my smile before I started using Love Your Teeth, and then here's my smile now.
I would describe Love Your Teeth as easy to use. I'm so happy with the results. Before I started Love Your Teeth, I took a selfie. So white, so different.
If you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And with each 10-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth.
I'm Dr. Gold. I've been a dentist for 25 years. When I looked at the clinical study for Love Your Teeth, I was blown away by the results. Love Your Teeth really works. Finally, an at-home teeth whitening product that I can recommend with confidence.
With Love Your Teeth, my teeth were looking great. Like, I would just wake up every day like, oh my God, my teeth are getting whiter. It was just amazing for me. I saw a difference every single day. I'm just so confident in the way that my smile looks.
In the past, while I was using other teeth whitening products, my teeth became sensitive, and that's just uncomfortable. With Love Your Teeth, something that I really loved about it is there was zero sensitivity the entire process.
Order Love Your Teeth this new year and get 50% off. Plus, get free shipping. And as an added bonus, get a free Love Your Teeth Go pen with your order. Visit loveyourteeth.com or call the number on your screen.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands of furniture for every room in your house, with hundreds of Lazy Boy recliners in stock starting at $3.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale, open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
Tonight at 6, after a chaotic year in state headlines, how political reporters separate fact from fiction so you can be well informed. And the Badgers are ready. Are the fans ready? We'll have your last preview of the Badgers game in the Las Vegas Bowl.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team advocates for you, asking the right questions.
You hope to make that right.
And getting results.
They sent a water heater the next day after you made the call.
Call for Action, only on News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
As tensions rise over Ukraine, President Biden held his second call with Russian President Vladimir Putin today.
The U.S. has warned of severe consequences if Russia attacks the country. Skylar Henry has the details.
President Biden held Thursday's private call at the request of Russian President Vladimir Putin. At the top of the agenda, de-escalating tensions along Ukraine's border, where as many as 90,000 Russian troops are gathered.
I would assume this is an information passing event.
Former U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, William Taylor, says he expects the real negotiations towards de-escalation to begin in January, when U.S. and Russian officials meet in Geneva.
Negotiations don't happen and are not going to succeed unless and until the Russians withdraw some troops and draw a lot of troops.
For weeks, the Biden administration says it's been coordinating with allies on a response to possible Russian aggression, including sanctions and an increased NATO presence, though there are no plans to deploy U.S. troops.
If he moves on Ukraine, the economic consequences for his economy are going to be devastating.
With U.S. intelligence warning Russia could attack as soon as next month, Ukrainian forces have begun training civilians to defend the country. Mr. Putin has said any Russian military action would be retaliatory, and he's demanded NATO not expand to Ukraine. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Missing from today's call was the leader of Ukraine, who met Wednesday with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. The State Department says the two discussed efforts to peacefully resolve the conflict in eastern Ukraine. The White House says there are plans for President Biden to speak with the Ukrainian president soon.
Well, despite COVID concerns, New York City leaders say the annual New Year's Eve ball drop will go on.
Today, organizers tested the ball to make sure that everything will run smoothly on the big night. This year's ball consists of more than 2,600 Waterford crystal triangles and will use over 32,000 LED lights.
Every year the tradition remains the same, but we actually replace 192 of the triangles on the ball. But every show needs a rehearsal, and today we tested the ball with Carnival Cruise Line, and everything's ready to go for December 31st.
The ball is capable of displaying a palette of more than 16 million colors and billions of different patterns.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti has the forecast. Gary?
Getting some flurries in spots across southern Wisconsin. I was just checking surface reports. I know we had some flurries in the backyard. Also some flurries being reported in Monroe and in Mineral Point. But much of what you see here is a little bit of patchy fog. And we'll see that become the predominant feature overnight as temperatures start to cool off a little bit. But on Doppler track, you can see the snow is just so light it's not even being detected by radar, so it's not coming down very hard, although it was enough to coat the pavement on our weather patio. Farther up to the north, some snow showers up toward Lake Superior, but the next weather system is going to be in here by sometime early Saturday afternoon. Right now, the snowfall potential appears to be highest south of Madison, at least the heavier snow down toward the Illinois state line. There might be some 4-inch amounts down south of Janesville, but I think a general 1 to 3 3-inch snowfall range from about northern Dane County southward. Farther up to the north, the amounts will drop off pretty quickly because that's where the air will be drier and colder. But the heaviest band of snow may fall from the western suburbs of Chicago back toward the Quad Cities. There might be some amounts in excess of 9 or 10 inches there. Winter storm watches are in effect for far southeastern Wisconsin because there could be some lake effect enhancement from Milwaukee County to Racine and Kenosha counties. But from the Chicago area south and west, there are winter storm watches for Saturday into Saturday night. Then the cold air on the backside of this system starts pouring down already. Wind chill warnings in effect for western Minnesota, much of the Dakotas, and wind chill advisories into parts of west central Wisconsin. This is from Friday into Saturday night or Saturday morning, before wind chills in some areas that could be as cold as 40 to 45 degrees below zero. We have the alert days in the forecast for that accumulating snow on New Year's Day and then the bitterly cold weather that follows in on Sunday. For New Year's Eve itself, look for a quiet last day for the year. High temperature at 33. Midnight temperature should be around 22 degrees as we start to turn colder. And then New Year's Day, the snow starts to develop by about noon and then continues into late in the afternoon and early in the evening. Temperatures, though, only in the teens. And as we check out the forecast for tomorrow, look for a high temperature of about 33 degrees with a quiet and dry last day of the year. And then that snow arrives on New Year's Day, especially in the afternoon, with a high temperature of 16. 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures rebound back into the lower 30s by Tuesday. Another weather system toward Wednesday and Thursday could bring some snow showers or flurries. Right now, just minor accumulations, if anything, and then a shot of colder air on the backside of that system. As we check out first warn traffic right now, traffic moving pretty steadily on the Beltline. There's the Beltline at Park Street. It looks like the pavement might be a little wet from that falling snow, and that could start freezing later on tonight as temperatures drop pretty quickly. But you can see generally on the Beltline, travel moving pretty close to the posted speed limits. Just a slight increase in average times, 19 to 18 minutes either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, 26 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990. It'll take you 17 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151 is a 20-minute commute. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. When we come back, it's a tradition more than 130 years in the making. We'll check in with volunteers as they put the finishing touches on this year's Roads Parade floats.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour appliance sale is this weekend. Save as much as 40% off on top brand appliances, plus no interest financing for 18 months with $999 minimum purchase at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes.
This new year, in just 10 minutes, you'll look incredible.
This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it, and I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and you know, I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it. I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This new year is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour sale is this weekend. Ring in the new year with store-wide savings, including holiday doorbusters and special buys while supplies last. Plus interest-free financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Hey, Lexus, play holiday music.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
We do have some breaking news just into the News 3 Now newsroom. The Madison School District is delaying the start of a return to classes after the winter break until Thursday, January 6th. Again, this is due to COVID concerns.
All of the classes in all grades will be virtual. We will have more on this breaking news coming up on News 3 at 6.
Next at 5, preparations continue for the Tournament of Roses Parade in Pasadena, the iconic New Year's Day event every year since 1891.
Last year, the pandemic put the tradition on pause, but now volunteers are eager for its return. Tom Waite spoke with some about what the parade means to them.
Bringing the Rose Parade to life, the volunteers and the floats are back.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's the perfect vacation.
And those volunteers are hard at work doing the incredibly meticulous job of creating these magical mobile pieces of art. Every little detail counts.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It's a homecoming for everyone here at this warehouse in Irwindale after the parade went dark in 2021 thanks to the pandemic.
This will be my 38th parade.
Cindy Diaz has only missed 2 parades volunteering, one for a trip abroad and one because of COVID.
With COVID, my husband says, do you really want to go back? And when they called me in June to make sure I was coming back, I'm like, can I come down right now?
Of course, with the return of volunteers, some things are different. The masks, the vaccination requirement, but what's not different is almost everything else. These floats are built seed by seed, flower by flower. Myra Suarez is with Fiesta Parade Floats, a production company behind a half dozen of the parade floats.
As they started since yesterday, doing and gluing all the dried material goods. And so we see everything from lentils, we see everything from onion seed, flax seed, sesame seed, dried flowers.
People are amazed, you know, I don't put my roses on, 20,000 roses, until 8 o'clock, until the sun goes down on the 30th.
Regina Armstrong is helping with the Donate Life Float, an organization that helps connect organ donors and recipients.
I volunteer in honor of my donors. It's my way of giving back and saying thank you for the gift of life.
One of many powerful and personal connections by volunteers to this parade, a symbol of hope that so many need right now.
And stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast, News 3 Now at 5.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour sale is this weekend. Ring in the new year with store-wide savings, including holiday doorbusters and special buys while supplies last. Plus interest-free financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin Energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Update the lighting in your home today during Menards New Year's sale. Shop our full selection of more than 7,000 interior lights. Patriot lighting comes in a variety of unique styles and finishes. The Denzel collection has an industrial style and comes in an oil-rubbed bronze finish. Pick up this 4-light chandelier today for only $99.99. Come check out our entire selection of interior lights now during Menards New Year's sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's just a cold. If you have high blood pressure, a cold is not just a cold. Unlike other cold medicines, Coracetin provides powerful cold relief without raising your blood pressure. Be there for life's best moments with Coracetin, now in sugar-free liquid.
Had enough? No, arthritis. Here, Aspercream arthritis.
Huh. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods.
Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspercream. When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Reynolds Wrap makes this whole cooking and cleanup thing so easy. Speeds up this so I can get to them.
Easy Prep Cook and Clean with Reynolds Wrap.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour appliance sale is this weekend. Save as much as 40% off on top brand appliances, plus no interest financing for 18 months with $999 minimum purchase at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Some light fog, some flurries out there. Hopefully the flurries will end over the next couple of hours. Temperatures, though, are at or slightly below freezing, so there could be some slippery road surfaces. Look for a low tonight of about 22. Last day of the year, high temperature 33.
All right, the CBS Evening News coming your way next. We're back in 30 minutes with News 3 Now at 6.